So brand new Christian, got fired from my job. And my father, who had been an alcoholic for many, many years since I was about 12, I grew up in a very loving home, nurturing home with my parents, very openly in love. But after he became an alcoholic, it obviously became dysfunctional. So right after I was fired, my father wound up committing suicide. So as a brand new Christian, I had a couple of substantial jolts through that process. And what life's taught me since then, you know, what I really discovered was that success really is the process of failing forward. It's not a series of victories, dances, and celebrations. It's a series of learning from failures, getting up, dusting ourselves off, and keeping on. And I've learned more from my fears and my defeats through the years than I have from my victories. And I think most people would say that if they really analyze their life in detail. I became Chief Operating Officer of a West Coast chain of theme restaurants next in my career. Did that for about 4 years. About halfway through that, I was up at Campus Crusade for Christ headquarters for a week-long training session for business executives and their spouses, and had a chance to meet one of Sonic Industries, as the company was called then, largest franchisees, and he recommended me to the founder and started a 2-year interviewing process, and I had the opportunity, the wonderful opportunity, to take his place when he retired at the end of 1983. Took over Sonic. It was a declining chain, a turnaround opportunity, doing about 200 million, had closed about 300 units, and in a 50 style drive-in car hop kind of business, no stores advertising together, no stores purchasing together. We had a nice turnaround. I bought the company about 2 years after I was there through a leveraged buyout for about 9.8 million, and this year the company will do about 900 million and has a market value of about 250 million. It's a public company now as of 1991, and so life was going real good in Oklahoma City. I'd been there 12 years. Back in April, I got a call I was thinking that I was going to be in Oklahoma City for the rest of my life. I wasn't looking for anything else, but I had a call about this wonderful Shoney's family and the needs that they had and the turnaround opportunity here. The chance to come back home, to be in this wonderful, vibrant community, to be in this beautiful part of the world, and to be a part of this great Shoney's family, even though it wasn't doing quite as well as it used to, it's still solid, and we collectively will fix it. Sometimes the person in the leader chair gets a lot of credit for that, but turnarounds are really we kind of events, not me kind of events. But I'm pleased to be here and be playing a small part in what will happen.
Very good. You know, Shoney's has played a very, very important part in terms of the restaurant industry, as you know. Let's talk about Shoney's in the sense of all of us are familiar with Shoney's as a corporation, but from your perspective, in terms of the things that you think that people ought to know about Shoney's that perhaps they don't know about Shoney's. And we've got about 35 or 40 seconds before our commercial break, but let's start off and interrupt you later to have you to sort of reflect on what Shoney's is and what it means to talk about Shoney's Inc. today, because I think that that is one of the things that, that's one of your themes.
Yes, well, the key to a turnaround, you know, when a company's growing, there's a tremendous, powerful, positive momentum that's a natural part of that. It affects recruiting, retention, how crew people deal with a bad customer when they're having a bad day, that kind of thing. There's an equally powerful negative momentum when things have been going down as they have here. So the key to our turnaround is getting that pride back in and making sure people know that this is a great company at the crew level.
Well, I tell you what, when we come back after this break, we'll talk about that effort in terms of the turnaround. And we'll be back following this commercial break.